All right, good Sunday morning, and Yabba Dabba Doo sports fans. We are back here at Big Boy Arena, Fraser, Michigan. We're on rink 5, same rink as last night, which means the tight views and a lot of swinging, but we're here. Game 3, Great Lakes Girls Fest. We got your Steel City Selects girls in their home whites with the black and gold trim, and these Detroit Bulldogs in black with gold trim. So this will be interesting for me. We've got two teams in black and gold. But as always, we'll bring you the best amateur low-budget broadcast we can and get this game underway here. We got 2:06 on the warm-up. We will get the game underway here shortly. I will be back with you for puck drop. All right, the warm-up clock's expired. Brett and Josh are all wound up, ready to go.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Dave Canacci came down to join us, change our luck a little here. They put the heater on this morning, so you can't ask for a better start to the morning here.
Tank top on.
Brett's changed it into his tank top due to the heat. All right, the Bulldogs have broken their huddle. We're waiting for the Selects to do the same. There they go. They're going to skate into the center of the ice here. We'll get this game underway. Here in Detroit, looks like we're going to start off with Walkoskis, Klein, and Clardy. Zivkovic and Litz out back. I see a Stevens on the Bulldogs too, so this will get interesting.
No relation.
No relation that I'm aware of. That is correct.
Let's go, White. Start fast. Let's go.
Canacci in the pipes, as always. We got Eves down with the flu this weekend.
Let's go, Joe B.
Looks like the teams are ready. Stripes talking to the coaches, picking up some pucks. We'll get the huddle video started, and we're underway here momentarily. Stripes checking with the goaltenders, and here we go. Walkoskis pushes it forward. She comes up the near wall, shoots it on the goalie. Goalie covers that up. And just like that, we get our first stoppage with 14:53 on the game clock. Come to the near circle
Let's
here.
go, Steel City. Let's go. Let's go, Steel City. Let's go.
Brett and Josh are cheering early
Let's go.
as the Bulldogs bring it up the far wall. They chip it up that wall to the point, comes out, Litz retreats. Klein chips it back the other way, Walkoskis. Now Claherty. Claherty up the far wall, into the center. Ooh. Klein gets pulled down. We're going to get a stoppage here. Got a text here from Michelle. Hopefully it's not a problem with the live stream. She said it's Saturday. I must have got the wrong day. When you're on these trips, you don't know what day it is. It's Saturday.
Let's go, White.
We're going to get a wholesale change here. Bring out the Crazy Eights, Kinger, Yenny, and Sherwood, with Kiesel and Dull on the back.
Here you go, King.
Draw in the corner. Send it all the way around. Sherwood cuts that off, sends it back the other way. King knocks it down. It's loose in front. Sherwood chops, goes into the corner. And that's Sherwood coming through the top of the zone. Sherwood backhands it low. Goaltender's going to cover that up. And we've got lots of action around the Detroit goalie early here in the game. The Woos are out. Draw in the far corner.
Go, King. Here we go.
Kinger puts it up front. Sherwood behind the net. Now they go over to the far corner. Bulldogs. Bulldogs send it up the wall. Gets by everybody, and
Let's go.
the ref waved off the icing into the near corner here,
Good job, Pitt.
where Dull picks it up, throws it back the other way.
Let's go, Yenny.
No icing here as it drifts slowly. Sherwood jumps off. Here comes Mrazek. Puck up the near wall. Comes through the center, and the Bulldogs are going to come up the far side. Kiesel pushes that player to the outside. Kanachi directs that into the near corner, where they're going to battle for the puck. And here comes Kinger up ahead to Mrazek. Mrazek leaves it for Yenny. Yenny picks it up there. Sends it in on the goalie, deflected behind Mrazek. Loose, cover. And now we're going to get a change here as Claherty jumps back out with Mrazek and Makasenka.
Keep it up, select.
Howe and Marshall on the back end. So they'll come to the near corner here. And I know that glass is messing with your view, but that's the view we have. As they draw it into the center, Makasenka tried to put it out to the point. Got caught in traffic. Now Howe has it at the point. Howe throws it in deeper behind the net. Where Makasenka's going to go battle for it. It's going to come across to Marshall. Marshall got a glove off Claherty there. She lost her stick too. And here they come the other way. Mrazek applies pressure. Mrazek applying good pressure through the neutral zone. Mrazek gets taken down hard into the wall. Dull wanted a penalty, didn't get one. Claherty lost the puck in her feet. And she skates up. Here she picks it up. Now she gains the top of the zone through two players, loses the puck in the middle of the circles. Bulldogs send it back the other way. Howe sends it high off the glass to Claherty. It's in her feet again. She's going to battle for it there. Now Makasenka turns. Here comes Stevens with it. Stevens skating in. Stevens pulled down. No call. And here comes back to neutral. Marshall has to wait. Stevens fell down. She gets out of the zone. Claherty waits for her. They come across. Claherty through the center of the zone, loses it across to Stevens. Stevens with a shot, kicks it into the corner. Stevens puts it back on net, goes into the near corner again. Now Panetta's cheating in the corner there and picking it up, throwing it deeper. Around back Bulldogs. Up the wall. Panetta cut that off, threw it down low.
Let's go! Let's go!
They throw it around to the near wall here, and Howe's going to chase it down in the neutral zone. Pick it up, go across to Marshall. Bounce it off the wall. Marshall tried to push it through to Peets, couldn't do it. Marshall sends it up the wall, too far for Panetta and Stevens. And now Panetta knocks that one down.
3, let's go.
She picks it up. Peets will dig it out. Peets coming around, got Howe up front. Didn't see her, throws it around to the back corner. As Stevens jumped off, Claherty came back up. Puck in the corner. They throw it up the wall. Odd bounce off the wall. Bounces over Claherty's stick, and here come the Bulldogs back the other way. No, now they do come back the other way as Zivkovic and the Bulldogs fall down in neutral, and the Bulldogs go up the far wall. Bulldogs in behind the end line now. They throw it back up to the top. Zivkovic cuts that off. She's going to skate with it. She's got Panetta to her left. She puts it over there. Panetta chops it into the zone down the far wall.
Go to work, Drew, go to work.
Puck into the near corner now. As the Bulldogs come through center with a little bit of a burst of speed here. They collide with each other. Zivkovic takes that away. Bulldogs pick it back up.
Good work,
into the near corner. Peets applies pressure. Zivkovic, they center it in front. Kanachi knocks that out of the way. And they clear it all the way down, and that will be an icing. So with 10:58, we'll come back down here. See Walkoskis jumping on with Claherty and Makasenka.
Let's go, Steel City, let's go!
And Zivkovic and Litz out back.
Let's go! Let's go!
in the corner.
Let's go!
They draw it over to the wall. They push it up the wall. Bulldogs throw it in deeper into the corner. They continue to battle. Claherty comes out of there with it. Claherty loses it at center to a Bulldog who sends it back the other way. Litz turns. Litz sends it up ahead. Makasenka throws it in, and the Bulldogs pick it up top of the zone. A Bulldog player fan on it got it clear. They pick it up and send it back the other way. Litz and Dahl are going to chase it down there. Dahl up ahead to Claherty. Claherty had a chance to hit Makasenka, bumbled the pass, didn't get a chance to. Now she sends it across. That got cut off as she was trying to get it to Litz. Didn't have enough on it. Dahl stepped in and saved that break. Here comes Dahl the other way. Dahl with Makasenka 2-on-1. Dahl gets a shot off, misses to the far side. And that puck goes over to the wall where Walkoskis is going to battle to hold it. Kiesel throws it in deeper. Now the Bulldogs pick it up and bring it up the near wall. They put it up to Dahl. Dahl sends it back the other way where the Bulldogs pick it up, come back through neutral over to the far side near the selects bench. Bulldogs throw it in. Kanachi directs that into the near circle where Dahl picks it up, sends it up ahead. Nice pass to Claherty. Claherty with Makasenka. Two back. Claherty can't get a shot off. And now the Bulldogs pick it up into the near corner as Claherty heads to the bench. Walkoskis held it. Walkoskis skates in on it. Walkoskis gets a shot off, bouncing puck behind the net. They're battling behind the net there. Bulldog player fell down. Now out to Sherwood. Sherwood dives, can't hold it. And here come the Bulldogs back the other way.
Get on it, let's go!
Kiesel pushing that player to the wall in front of the selects bench, and we're going to get an offsides. She held that player up just enough that it created the offsides.
Let's go, Steele! Let's go!
So we're going to go to the far corner. Crazy Eights, King Sherwood, and Yenny out here now. With Dahl and Kiesel out back. They poke it. Here comes Kinger. Kinger gets around one. Kinger skating up the near wall. Kinger still skating with it into the corner. They take it around the back of the net, and the goaltender's going to cover that up as it comes out front. And we'll get another stoppage with 9-11. I see Howe and Marshall coming out. We're going to stick with the Crazy Eights up front. Howe appears to be no worse for the wear after the hard collision with the boards yesterday. King sends it across to Sherwood. Battle on the wall there. Goes in behind the net where Yenny picks it up. Yenny puts it off the back of the cage. Yenny throws it in front, can't get it through a couple of Bulldogs. Throws it in front again. It goes off the Bulldog behind. Now out front, and Howe steps up. Howe throws it back into that near corner where Yenny's going to pick it up. Yenny out front to King, chopped it in front. And the Bulldogs, Howe cut that off, but she's going to have to retreat as Bulldogs are coming out of there. They get around Marshall. No, Marshall gets a stick in there, sends it back the other way. And now it's in behind the Bulldogs net, where they're going to pick it up, come back the other way. We get some new front-end players, at least a couple. As I see Mrazek out there.
Way to work, too!
We're definitely short forwards here. Now we got Walkoskis, Makasenka, and Mrazek out here with Howe and Marshall. They're in the corner, Bulldogs battling. Mrazek tied him up to get the change done. Makasenka behind the net. Makasenka still skating with it. Over into the corner. Backhands it. Down to Mrazek. Mrazek loses it behind the net. And here come the Bulldogs up the near wall. They chip it by Howe. Now Howe holds it, throws it in deeper. And behind the net, Makasenka. Makasenka centers. Mrazek got a stick on it. Went over to Walkoskis. Walkoskis banged it in on the rebound. And it's 1-0 Steel City with 7:56. Makasenka banged it out to Mrazek. Mrazek shot. There was a rebound on the left doorstep, and Walkoskis buried it behind the Bulldogs goaltender. And just like that, it's 1-0 Selects. So we're going to leave that line out here, Walkoskis, Makasenka, and Mrazek. With Litz and Zivy out back. And here comes Makasenka. Makasenka throws it into the corner. Around to the far corner. Walkoskis. Walkoskis picks it up room, throws it on the net, rebound. Nobody on that side as Zivkovic tries to hold the can. Here comes Stevens. Stevens circling. Stevens finds Walkoskis. Here they come up the far side. Walkoskis chips it in. She's got Stevens trailing, can't get it to her. They continue to battle over there. They send it up ahead, and it's going to create a break, but Zivkovic's going to get ahead of that player and chop it into the corner and leave it for Litz, where Litz is going to pick it up, bounce it off the wall up ahead to Stevens. Stevens tried to get it through, couldn't, and Zivkovic's going to have to go chase that down on the far wall. She sends it up the wall to Panetta. Panetta leaves it for Stevens. Stevens, here comes Stevens up the wall. She's got Peets. Peets Peets gets around, backhand, missed to the far side. Stevens going to go pick it up in the corner. Beating, banging. Stevens falls down.
Stay on it.
They get it up the wall. Panetta over to Litz. Litz throws it in deeper. Bulldog picks it up there, over to the wall. Bulldog backhand, sends it out. Litz gets a stick in there and impedes that player. They both fall down. Panetta sends it back the other way. Peets can't get in there, but she's pursuing. You know Mal's going to pursue hard. Here comes Stevens. Stevens loses the puck at the blue line. Panetta has to wait for her to clear. She does. Panetta throws it in deeper behind the net. Panetta up the wall. Can't get it to Stevens. They continue to battle. Puck loose. Here comes Stevens. Stevens shoots, misses just to the outside on the far side. She had a little bit of net there, just couldn't find it. And she continues to battle along the wall. Now the Bulldogs throw it across to neutral.
Hustle back 3.
And Panetta and Zivkovic need to hustle. Shot. Kanachi drives that to the end wall. And Litz is going to pick it up there. Litz throws it around the backside into the near corner, where the Bulldogs try to shoot. Zivkovic knocked that down. Bulldogs player falls down behind the net. Now Litz picks it up. Litz up ahead, too far for Klein. She got a tip on it. Flaherty's hustling, but not before we get an icing. That was close, but she didn't quite get there. So with 5:42 first, they're going to bring the puck back down this way for a draw. Walkoskis takes that draw over to Dahl. Dahl up ahead to Claherty. Claherty tries to drag around one player, gets tied up with the stick, gets bodied into the wall, loses the puck. She recovers, turns it across to Kiesel. Kiesel tried to put it up to Walkoskis, gets it there. Here comes Walkoskis up the far wall. Walkoskis with room, shoots, misses near side, into the near corner. Klein gets bodied, Bulldogs player falls down after that hit. Around to the far wall, where Kiesel jumped in and threw it in the near corner. Klein battling. Now Walkoskis joins. Battling along the near wall. Dahl has to retreat. Dahl knocks the puck down, impedes the player long enough, the team catches up. Dahl gets another stick in there. Claherty steps over. Claherty try to put it through to Walkoskis. Walkoskis picks it up herself. Puck still on the wall as Claherty falls down. Puck in front of the Bulldogs bench, now back to Kiesel. Kiesel across to Dahl. Dahl up to Claherty. Claherty tried to drop it in the center, got it to Yenny. Yenny couldn't get a stick on it. To put it in net, put it in front for Claherty, couldn't hold it, and King jumped on and couldn't hold the point. Kiesel retreats across to Dahl. Dahl back to Kiesel as Sherwood's going to pick it up and send it as we're going to change the back end. Kiesel and Dahl head to the bench. Crazy Eights out here. We got Howe and Marshall jumping on. They throw it in front, can't get it there. Now it goes around the back, Sherwood. Sherwood throws it up the wall. Marshall steps in, can't get it out. Howe back one-on-one. King hurrying up. They throw it in on the net. Kanachi pokes that into the corner as Howe falls down again. In behind the net, they throw it out front. Bulldogs can't get a stick on it, and here comes Howe. Howe bounces it up the wall and follows it. Comes back the other way.
Back, Izzy, back!
Izzy needs to dig because Marshall's back against 3. Shot, missed high to the near side, around to Yenny. This could create the opportunity the other way as they're changing. Yenny with Sherwood. Yenny up the far side. She's got Sherwood. She's going to shoot it. Misses to the near side. Sherwood's going to go chase that down on the wall. Sends it out to Howe. Howe sends it. Misses near side.
Let's go, Sherwood!
Sherwood battles 2 Bulldogs in the corner. Comes back to the point, and Marshall's going to retreat. Marshall tries to poke it through. Sherwood picks that up. Sherwood backhands it in and goes for a change. Here come the Bulldogs. Bulldogs up the near wall. They come through the middle. Makasenka cuts that off. Makasenka backhands ahead to Mrazek. Mrazek chips it around one player. Bulldogs take it off her stick, and here they come at the red line. Bulldogs gain the zone, 2-on-1 with Marshall. Shoot, Kanachi sticks out the glove and says no. Number 257. We're going to get a draw in our defensive zone. Kanachi puts up the glove and stops the play. In behind the net now, Litz bounces it up the near wall. Mrazek. Player steps in front of Mrazek, cuts that puck off. Mrazek falls down. Got a little beat and bang and puck loose in front. Still loose in front, and Litz cleared that off the doorstep. You got Kylie coming, one-on-one. Kylie coming, gets a shot off. Goaltender with that save. As Pete's got bodied on the wall behind the play here. She was a little slow to get up, but she's fine. So here comes Stevens out here now with Pizza Panetta. Litz and Zivkovic on the back end.
Let's go! Let's go, Steel City! Let's go!
Pete will take this draw near the circle. She puts it over to the wall. Stevens battling in the corner. Stevens comes out of there with it. They lose it back to neutral, and Litz is going to have to chase this down. Litz circling, looking for an up pass. Pushes it ahead to Panetta. Panetta just golfs it along and comes back through neutral the other way. No icing. Litz. Litz ahead to Panetta. Panetta ahead to Stevens. Stevens chips it. Has to get ahead of the player. She puts a shoulder into her. Still battling. And now it goes in behind the net. You know Pete's will dig it out of the corner. Pete's try to center it. Can't get it there. And here come the Bulldogs back the other way. As Dahl steps in to chip it off her stick. They leave it for Stevens. Stevens can't handle the bouncing pass. And here come the Bulldogs the other way. Shoot deflected by Litz into the far corner. And the Bulldogs try to center Litz. Picks that up. Takes it behind the net. Litz bounces it ahead to Clougherty, who fell down and couldn't handle the puck. Litz gets a stick on that one and came out, came back in, and now Pete's going to chase it down behind the net. Bulldogs changing. Up ahead to Clougherty. Clougherty couldn't handle the pass. It tips it. Here it comes back the other way as Panetta cut that off. Now back to Litz. Litz is going to pick it up there. Litz tipped pass, gets it up and out. Walkoskis chips it ahead, battling along the wall. Bulldog falls down. Clougherty keeps going without the puck, though, as Walkoskis and Klein get in the zone. They're hitting hard over there. Klein knocks it deeper. In behind the net now with 53 to go. I swear this clock runs faster because I'm in sync every time. When I start, it gets a couple seconds ahead of me, so fix it next break. Clougherty pushed onto the wall. As we've got battle in the corner there. Klein comes out of there with it, shoots it. It bounces across something and goes back to the point where Kiesel picks it up and throws it deep. 24 seconds to go. They bounce it up the wall. Dahl. It's time it comes out, and here come the Bulldogs up the near wall. Clougherty pushes her off the puck. Kiesel picks it up. Kiesel sends it up ahead to Klein. Klein along the wall. Bulldogs trying to pull it out of there. You got Klein and Kiesel and a couple of Bulldogs battling. Walkoskis with 3 seconds to go. Goes in behind Kanachi into the near corner, and that'll do it. That's the period. We played one. That's 1-0 Selects. I'll be back for 2. All right, we're going to come out for 2. We got the Crazy Eights, Yenny Kinger and Sherwood out here with Howe and Marshall for period number 2.
Let's go, Sherwood.
Let's go, number 9.
The fans are coming to life here on both sides. Bulldogs send it up the other way. Now we got Hal chipping it ahead to Sherwood. Sherwood with King. Sherwood throws it, misses to the near side. Yenny's going to get there first. Yenny gets there, holds it, sends it back to the point to Marshall. Marshall throws it, misses far side. And now Hal's going to chip up. Oh, they get it by Hal. Marshall needs to hurry here. Marshall should have the angle. She does. She stops her. Comes in on Kanachi. Kanachi throws it to the near corner. They battle for it there. And here comes the puck up. Kinger to Sherwood. Sherwood bobbles it a little bit. Can't handle it. Now she picks it up. Golfs it in backhand. And the Bulldogs will throw it. Sherwood holds the point. Sends it lower. King chases behind the net.
Hustle.
Change the front end here as Marshall holds the point. Marshall throws it in deeper. See Makasenka and Mrazek out there. King stays. Makasenka.
They on it, 12.
Makasenka backhands to Mrazek. Mrazek gets a shot off. Tipped by King, and it goes high into the near corner. King got a stick on it. The tip just didn't go the right way. Now the Bulldogs will send it back the other way, and that should be, they wave it off. As Hal picks it up in the far corner. Sends it up ahead, cut off by Bulldog. King drops it to Makasenka, who tried to get it out, couldn't. Now Marshall gets taken away from her into the corner. We're going to battle there now. It goes into the front. Puck still loose. Big collision in front of the net. Mrazek goes down. We got Hal down too, and here comes Makasenka. Makasenka skating with the puck. Gets off a shot, gets blocked by a Bulldog into the near corner. And now the Bulldogs are battling. Mrazek comes in. She battles back. Puck comes back the other way. They wave off the icing. Kanachi pokes it to the far corner, where Hal's going to pick it up. Hal. See Panetta and Klein out here with Mrazek now as the lines are getting a little jumbled as the period goes on. D-to-D pass by the Bulldogs. It got away from them, and Klein's going to go chase it down. And you know she's going to go battle. Klein comes out of there with it, sends it up the wall further. Now she sends it around behind where Zivkovic's going to have to go hold it. She pinches it and holds it. Mrazek puts it behind the net. Klein's going to go battle. Klein turns, leaves it. Stevens comes on, gets it, runs into a player, and here come the Bulldogs back the other way. Panetta cut that off. It's in her feet as that Bulldog player falls down. Stevens backhands it out to Panetta. Panetta gets a shot off, misses far side. Goes into the far wall. Panetta's going to golf it lower. Comes off a Bulldog stick into the center of the zone. Klein whacks at it, and here they come the other way. Bulldogs gain neutral and throw it in the near corner. Goes in behind where Zivkovic's going to pick it up. Zivkovic around for Panetta. Panetta bouncing puck, and it doesn't come out as they shoot it from there. Puck loose, misses near side in behind Kanachi. Where comes loose in front. Kanachi says no once, still loose. And Klein pokes that to the wall.
Way to work, D!
As Claherty tries to pick it. She got it away, couldn't go clean, and she fumbles around with it here on the red line. Circles, finds Panetta top of the zone. Panetta over to the far wall. Panetta throws it in front, cut off by a Bulldog. In around behind the net. Litz in deep. Peets covers her high.
Pressure!
They throw it up the wall. Litz picks it up, throws it back in deep past Peets. Round to the far corner where Stevens jumps back on. Stevens chips it deeper.
Work, Stevens!
Now it's out to Stevens. Now Peets. Peets working behind the net. They push it up the wall. Litz is back here, so she can't pinch. Litz holds it. It sneaks by her. And here they come the other way. Zivkovic picks it up, golfs it back to neutral.
Let's go.
Claherty picks it up. Claherty with Stevens and Panetta, or with Stevens and Peets. Over to Peets. Back. Claherty didn't keep going. Claherty comes out with it. Had Stevens open for a shot. Instead, she falls, loses the puck. Back to neutral. Puck drifts along the line and out as they get by Dull. And Kiesel sends it up to Stevens. Stevens back to Kiesel. Kiesel tried to put it back to Stevens, cut off by a Bulldog, and they are offsides as this is the period of the difficult change.
Let's go, Steel City! Let's go! Let's go, Steel City! Let's go! Let's go, Steel City! Let's go! Come on, Steel!
Well, Koskis takes this draw. Bulldogs kick it into the zone. Center, it's through everybody to the near wall in the corner. Where Klein's battling with it. Klein turning with it. Klein's still working it out. She pushes it out, gets in front of that player, and here she comes. She's got Claherty. Klein coming through the whole Bulldogs team here into the near corner. She gets pushed into the corner behind the net. Still skating with it, Klein. Klein out to the point to Dull. Dull tries to send it. It gets blocked. Loose in front. Bulldogs cleared over. Kiesel picks it up, neutralized. Turns.
Good
Nice
move,
spin.
G.
Dumps it in
Good
deeper.
work, G.
We get Clardy heading to the bench. See Sherwood jumping out. Klein. Klein holds it on the wall. Sends it deeper. Walkoskis will go chase
Let's
it
go,
down there.
31.
Walkoskis battles. Against the wall. Klein. I'm sorry, Yenny. Yenny pushes it out front. Kiesel sends it into the far corner. You've got Walkoskis gets shouldered off the puck in the far corner. Bounces around for Sherwood.
Go, Sherwood.
Sherwood near corner. Sherwood battling with a couple of Bulldogs. Kiesel has to retreat as that puck hit Kinger. Kinger held it. Now Kiesel's battling along the wall. And it comes out, and here they come back the other way. Kinger takes that away. Sherwood. Sherwood turns. Sherwood throws it in behind the net. Yenny's going to get there first. Yenny throws it in front. Dull had fallen down. Kiesel steps up. Kiesel throws it in past everybody into the far corner. Sherwood back out to Dull. Dull down low. Around Sherwood. Yenny's going to pick it up in the corner. Yenny picks it up there, battling with a couple of Bulldogs. That comes in. Kiesel gets it in front. Loose. Puck loose. Yenny or King got a shot off there. Didn't see which one. Goalie made a nice save. Comes all the way back. Kiesel ahead to Kinger. And they're going to be offsides as Yenny jumped in. Ahead of King.
Let's go. White. Keep on.
See Marshall and Howe coming out here with Makasenka, Mrazek, and Clardy. Clardy will take this draw near circle. Near dot, rather. As the Bulldogs push it forward, Marshall comes out there with it. They're battling literally right in front of me here. Tight angle.
I like the way you work, Marshall.
Marshall
I like
working
the way you
hard.
work, Marshall.
Bulldogs coming down the near wall as Clardy bodies him into the wall. Marshall comes out of there with the puck. Marshall around to the far side. Marshall coming through neutral.
Go, Marsh.
Still skating with it. Marshall loses it over to Makasenka. Makasenka tried to rip it, blocked. That puck comes all the way back through Marshall's legs. They're going to call a tip and call off the icing
But it's not going to be.
as Howe sends it back the other way. Comes back in front of the net. Marshall cuts that off. Marshall back through everybody, and that one will be. No, it's going to get on net. So that will not be an icing. As the goalie covers that up, and we get a
Good
whistle.
job, White.
7:56.
Woo!
I see Panetta, Stevens, and Pete's coming out here with Litz and Zivkovic. See if we can make something happen here off this draw. As Pete's pushes it over, Stevens skates in with it. Stevens coming across the top. Shot blocked by a Bulldog past Litz at the point. Here come the Bulldogs up the near wall. Zivkovic needs to skate in. She does pass across too far. And Bulldogs pick it up on the wall, far wall. Litz chips it. Bulldogs pick it up again off the wall. Coming in, Zivkovic. Kanachi pokes that to the outside. Stevens puts it in front for Panetta. Panetta can't quite handle the pass. And here they come the other way. We're going to get an offsides. As Stripes is laughing with the Detroit coach. We're going to come back here to this dot.
Let's go, Jordy.
Panetta with a big smile on her
Hurry
face.
up, let's go. Let's go, Zibby.
See what this line can do.
Come on, Bill.
Coach Black laughing too with Stripes. There's something funny on the ice. We missed it. Goes all the way to the end line here where Kanachi's going to leave it for Zivkovic. Zivkovic around the back. High bouncer off the glass. Panetta knocks that out. Here they come. You know Pete's is digging.
Let's go.
Pete's and Panetta, but Pete's jumped the play a little bit and got ahead of Panetta. And that will be on offsides. So they're going to take the face-off to the dot in front of the Steel City Selects bench. Clardy out there with Walkoskis and Klein.
Let's work.
Kiesel and Dahl out back. They battle it into the line there. Klein pokes it deeper. Goaltender's going to cover that one
There you
up.
go, Pete.
And that'll give us a draw in the far circle. Walkoskis going to take this draw.
Good steal. Let's
Walkoskis
go.
pulls it all the way across. into the near corner where the Bulldogs are going to pick it up. They bounce it off the wall. Walkoskis holds at least momentarily. Now they chip it in a little bit deeper. They're still battling there. You know Klein's going to hit him. Klein across for Clawherty. Clawherty down the far wall. Clawherty backhands it in behind the net where Klein's going to go battle. Clawherty steps in front of that player. Walkoskis picks it up. Walkoskis out to the point to Dull. Dull holds it, sends it deeper. Clawherty one-on-one. Clawherty in front, shoots. Goaltender knocks that into the far corner. Klein. Klein gets pulled down, no call. Net guard on the ice. Stripes picks that up. Out to Clawherty, top of the zone. Clawherty with a slap shot. Goaltender gloved it, it fell down. Walkoskis picks it up. Walkoskis throws it off the side of the net. And we've got a puck off the far wall now where they're going to poke it around Dull. They hold it, Walkoskis, and they're going to call offsides. It was close, didn't really have a good view of it, and Stripes called it from
Keep firing, White.
30 feet away, but nonetheless, it's a stoppage. So we'll get the Crazy Eights, King, Sherwood, Yenny, Marshall, and Howell.
Turn it up.
Josh imploring them to turn it up as Sherwood gets hit, and here comes the puck the other way. Back to neutral. Yenny stops that player, which is going to let Marshall pick that up. Marshall around back. Skating. Loses it in front of the net. Marshall. In on Kanachi on that turnover. Kanachi bails it out. Covers it up with the paw. Bad turnover there right in front of our net. And Kanachi bailed her out. Face off far circle. King comes out of there with it to the wall. Bulldogs throw it in behind the net where Marshall will pick it up. Marshall up the wall to Yenny.
Go, Yenny.
Yenny pokes it out. Here she comes. Yenny battling. Backhands it all the way across in a nice pass to Sherwood. Sherwood gets around everybody. Sherwood in on the goalie. Pulls up, can't do anything with it as she got tied up. King are battling behind the net with two Bulldogs. Bulldogs are going to come out of there with it. As they battle through the center, and Sherwood fell down. She gets back up. Here come the Bulldogs up the near side. Looked offsides to me, but they didn't call it. And back to neutral.
And me.
Looked offsides to Brett too. He confirmed. Sherwood shoots. Goalie has trouble with it. It falls down. It's loose. Now we're going to get a whistle. Goalie had trouble with that one. Dropped it on the doorstep and had to cover it back up.
That's what I'm talking about, Sherwood.
Sherwood with a nice break. Goalie made a big save there. So we've got Makasenko, Walkoskis, Mrazek. With Zivy and Litz out back.
Let's go, Litz.
Walkoskis will step in and take this draw. Walkoskis drops it to Litz. Litz sends it, misses far side. Zivkovic steps over. Zivkovic puts it in front. Mrazek's going to battle. Loose puck, Walkoskis. Walkoskis slaps at it, misses near side. It's going to come all the way out. Litz is going to have to chase it down on the near wall. Litz sends it all the way out from Mrazek. Mrazek leaves it for Walkoskis, but she couldn't catch up to it. And here come the Bulldogs back the other way. They come through the top of the zone, and Walkoskis cuts that off. Now Makasenko digging, sends it ahead, can't get it to Mrazek. Bulldogs back the other way. Makasenko battling here along the wall. Player falls down. Walkoskis and Makasenko battling right in front of me. Litz sends it ahead. They still battle in front of us.
Here we go.
Here comes up the wall.
Here we go.
Where Makasenko bangs it in.
Let's go.
Mrazek's going to have to chase it down behind the net. Bulldogs get there first. They send it up the wall. Zivkovic steps in front and holds it. Walkoskis covers her high. Mrazek battling now. Walkoskis joins the fray. 3-on-2 selects her. Now Walkoskis trying to come out of there with it. Can't. They continue to battle. Zivkovic throws
Let's
it
go to work.
in behind the net.
Come on, 9.
Around Makasenko. Litz in way deep. Walkoskis comes up to cover her. In behind for Mrazek. Mrazek pushes it back up the wall for Makasenko. Out to Walkoskis. Walkoskis leaves it for Litz. Litz sends it off the side of the net behind. And this one's going to go down the far wall, and Walkoskis is going to turn on the Jets. Get there first, golf it back out to the near wall, leave it for Litz. Litz coming up the near wall. Litz picks it up, dumps it in deep around the back. Panetta. See Stevens jumping on, Panetta jumping on. Panetta puts it in front, nobody was there because they were changing. They send it up the wall and out. And that's going to get on net. Kanachi's going to have to direct it. No, they wave off the icing again. Brett can't believe it. Oh, turnover in the zone. Shot. Kanachi's going to bail him out, send that over to the far wall.
Good
Or near
heads
wall.
up, 3-3.
And now it's loose. Comes out
Good
high
block,
and it goes into
Stevens.
the far corner.
Let's go.
Stevens blocked out.
Let's go.
Panetta up to Stevens.
Go, Eddie.
Stevens one-on-one. Has trailers. Stevens coming around. Stevens rips it. Big Ben strikes one, but it doesn't go in.
Love the post.
Stevens skated around them, got the angle, and hit the post. Kiesel bouncing puck up high. Stevens drops it. And goes over to the far side where Stevens steps in front. Stevens down hard. She gets up. Recovers. Backhands it in deeper. She's heading to the... Oh, she was going to head to the bench. Now she will head to the bench.
Good block.
Let's see what happened there. She's sore. Let's see what happened there. I don't know what she's doing.
There you go, G.
Waiting for an update. Trying to get an update. She won't give me one. Got a thumbs up from Michael. And now we come back the other way. Claherty.
Let's go.
Kiesel in behind the bench. Walkoskis chips it across to Panetta. Had to be too many, but we didn't call it. As
Not calling nice and Orchard.
Dahl gets knocked down. Now Kiesel behind the net. They don't want to call anything in this game. They want to get out of here. They got a hot brunch date. Claherty sends it ahead for
Let's go,
Panetta.
3.
Panetta chips it in. On the net. They dump it into the corner. Claherty behind the net. Claherty skating around with it. Out front for Walkoskis. Walkoskis shot. Drops down in front as Marshall steps up and holds it. Marshall skates it deep. Marshall turns, drops it for Claherty. Claherty shot! Claherty finds the back of the net.
There we go.
And it's 2-0 Steel City, and we're down to 108.
Go, White.
I
Let's
didn't start the
go.
clock there after I was checking on Stevens. So we're down to 108 in the period as Claherty finds the net from the far circle.
Steal. Let's go.
And it's 2-0 Steel City. After that, goal by Claherty. Nice shot from the outside. They've been throwing them on net, trying to play the rebound game, and that one found the back of the net.
Let's go.
So we're out here with the Crazy Eights. Minute 8 to go in the period.
Let's go.
Bulldogs come back the other way. They chip it out. Here comes Yenny. Yenny loses the puck neutral. It's stripped away by Kinger. Yenny pushes it back the other way. Yenny steps in. Back the other way come the Bulldogs. They throw it in the center. Kinger sends it back up to Yenny. They battle on the blue line. It's out. Coming the other way. Here comes Kinger. Kinger steps up, can't hold it. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way. They push it across to the blue line. Where Howe steps up. Here comes Howe with Kinger and Yenny.
Let's go.
Howe's going to dump it.
Let's go.
And Yenny's going to go pick it up in the corner. Yenny sends it in deeper for Kinger. Kinger backhands to Yenny. Gets loose in front. Off the side of the cage. And now it comes up the near wall where Marshall steps across. Marshall holds it. Marshall comes out. She sends it in, and Kinger was just about to get out. And we're going to get a face-off here on the near dot.
Marshall. Keep going, Deuce.
Eves says they heard the pipe at home when Addie shot
Let's go,
that shot.
Chloe. Woo!
So Klein going to step in and take this one. Send it in down the near wall. Some type of mechanical noise down in the Zamboni area as Howe chips it up high, sends it into the zone. Mrazek, Klein sends it off the side of the net. Goaltender's going to cover that one up. And we've got 1.79 seconds on the arena clock, the most accurate clock in hockey. And we're gonna go here with 1.79 on the clock. They use an atomic clock here in Fraser. And that'll do it. That's period 2 in the books. It's 2-0 Slugs. I'll be back for 3. All right, they're coming back out for 3.
Woo!
Klein,
Let's go.
Makasenko,
Let's
Mrazek.
finish, White.
Got to finish strong here. Here come the Bulldogs up the near wall.
Ziv.
They're going to be offsides.
Outside.
14-53. Zivkovic held her up and created the offside.
Turn it up like 2 notches. Let's go, Niner. I know you got 2 notches in you, man. White
Cross to Litz. Litz coming up the far wall. Josh is having fun. Litz on a big play, breaking in, loses the puck to the wall. Klein covers her high. Litz in deep. Klein steps up, and here come the Bulldogs back the other way. You got Zivkovic, Klein, and Litz back as Zivkovic pushes that play corner. Oh, another Bulldog cuts through the center. Here comes Makasenko. Makasenko pushes it out. Mrazek can't get there. Klein gets a stick in there. Now here comes Makasenko and Klein. Klein, space, shoots. Goaltender tipped that one. It danced along the crossbar and fell on the back of the net. Makasenko behind the net. Centered, can't get it through. That puck danced along the crossbar as Peets jumps on. It's going to come all the way back now. And how that's not icing is beyond me.
They don't believe in that.
They don't understand the icing rule, these two, I don't think. As Zivkovic sends it up the other way. And here comes the puck through neutral as Peets can't get a stick on it. That probably should have been icing too, but we're not calling that today. That puck into the near corner where the Bulldogs send it back to the
White.
Stevens blocks that one. We just bought some brand new Mac Daddy leg pads, and it came in handy there as Stevens blocked that shot. That puck comes all the way around, and it's going to go all the way down. They wave off yet another icing, and here comes Dahl. Dahl around the back end. Leaves it for Peets. Peets up to Stevens.
Let's go, Stevens.
Stevens, Panetta trailing. Stevens loses the puck, circles back. Backhands it up to Panetta. Panetta gains his own. Dahl trailing. Panetta up the near wall. Panetta around back. Turns, centers. Stevens gets a backhand on it. Stevens still battling. Still battling Stevens. Puck loose in front. Stevens bangs it in for the Steel City Selects goal. She kept beating and banging and pushing. She found that 5-hole and it drifted in.
I see it, 7. Woo!
And the boys are wound up this morning.
Let's go, White.
Stevens knocks it in for 3. And looks like we're going to go with Claherty, Walkoskis, and Klein.
Woo! Some white ladies.
Kiesel and Dahl. 13:01. Walkoskis draws it back to Dahl. Sends it into traffic. Dahl comes up with it. Gains the line, leaves it for Walkoskis. Walkoskis throws it in deeper. Bulldogs cut that off. Here they come back the other way. Kiesel's going to chase it down. In the snow. She turns. Stops the player. Stops the puck to throw it in deeper. Centering pass cut off by Walkoskis. Walkoskis cuts it off again. Here she comes the other way with Klein. Here comes Klein. Claherty on the left side. Klein up the far wall. Klein shoots. Goaltender knocks that to the near corner. Dahl battles on the wall with a couple of Bulldogs. Walkoskis throws it in deeper where Claherty's going to chip to the wall. Walkoskis deep down to Claherty. Claherty falls down, centers. Here comes the player from the Bulldogs up the far wall. Walkoskis cuts her off. She throws it in behind Kanachi. Off the back of the net, Dahl. Dahl picks it up there. Sends it ahead to Klein. Klein. Klein chips it. Backhands it. Not out. As Claherty comes in, applies pressure. Shot. Somebody blocked it into the near corner. Didn't see who. As Kiesel stops that player. Now Klein cuts it off from the point. Klein blocked that into the corner, where Dahl and a Bulldog are battling back there. Kiesel comes out of there with it. Kiesel ahead to Claherty. Claherty up the near wall.
Let's go,
Claherty up the near side. Stops, turns, surveys, puts it in front for, that was Kinger, and goalie made a big save. As the puck comes back up the other way. And Marshall's going to hunt that down in neutral, send it ahead to Claherty. Claherty dumps it down the near wall. King's going to go chase it as Claherty heads to the bench. That'll bring out the third crazy 8 in Sherwood. In front to Howe. She can't handle that pass. Howe has to hustle back. And Sherwood's covering high. Howe backhands it in. Comes back out to neutral, and here come the Bulldogs. 3-on-2. Bulldogs up the near wall. Howe knocks the puck off that player's stick and chips it back to neutral. Where Kinger picks it up. Kinger dumps it in behind the Detroit goaltender, and she's going to head off for a change. Marshall holds the point, sends it, bouncing puck into the center of the zone. Comes over to the near wall where Howe's going to pinch in. Could afford that with a 3-goal lead. Pete's on the ice now. And back to Marshall. Marshall spinning, turning, coming up, puts it ahead for Pete's. Pete's has Yenny. You know Pete's is coming hard. Pete's drop past Yenny. Yenny gets a shot blocked. Bulldogs knock that down. Yenny throws it in deeper. Pete's will battle in the corner.
Let's go to work now.
They throw it up the wall to Marshall. Marshall, lots of snow over there. Down to Pete's. They throw it in behind. Sherwood chips it along. Bulldogs have it. They come out of there with it. Around stripes. Chip ahead, and Marshall held it at least momentarily, but they're going to be offsides.
Good job, Marshall.
As Stevens jumps out to join Panetta and Pete's. With
Let's go,
10:08.
double 7.
Let's go, Bulldogs!
We got Litz and Zivy out back. Bulldogs come out of there with it. Stevens raises their stick, and another Bulldog picks it up, comes back, but they are offsides with 10:02. Come back here to the near dot. Keep hearing the Zamboni down there. They must be using it on another sheet. I think he's coming through the door with it or something. You never know. As Pete steps in for this drop. We got battle behind the net, Litz. Litz sends it around.
Work it out. Let's go.
Panetta's got to go dig it. Comes back the other way, Litz. Now Panetta. Behind the net, Zivkovic. Pete's will go dig it out. Litz, as Pete's went down hard. There's a stick in the boards, not sure whose. And it's coming back the other way, and we're going to get an icing. That's a rare call today. An actual icing call. Ref checks the stick. Now Zivy checks the stick. He's pointing out an area of concern on the stick. Not sure whose it is, but they're checking on it. See who Zivy gives it to. Maybe nobody. Now it goes into the corner where Kinger's going to battle for it. You got Litz down low. Litz and King battling up ahead to Makasenka.
Let's go,
Here
12.
comes Makasenka. Makasenka skating with it. Chips it up ahead. They wave off yet another icing. And goes into the corner where Kinger's going to pick it up. Kinger pushes it around for Makasenka. Makasenka centering past Mrazek. Mrazek throws it on net, misses far side.
Wrap it.
Makasenka around back, tried the old wrapper. It's loose in front, back Mrazek. Mrazek beaten, she's pulled down. Goalie, they can't get a stick on it. Mrazek battled hard. It was on the doorstep. Throw it in there, and the goaltender's going to get a glove on that one and drop it. Mrazek battling hard behind that net. She sends it into Kinger. Kinger throws it in front for Makasenka. Makasenka gets a stick on it, blocked. Comes back out to the point. Litz retreats from there with 8:45. Over to Zivkovic. Zivkovic up the near wall. Selects in a change. Zivkovic throws it on net. Goaltender had trouble with that one over to the far wall. And that one comes up to Yenny. Yenny throws it in, but Klein had not yet cleared, and that's going to be an offsides.
Keep it up, White.
Kiesel comes out here with Doe, Claherty, Klein, and Yanni now as they break up the crazy eights. Klein steps in for this drop. Klein over to Yenny. Yenny backhands it to Kiesel. Kiesel pushes it ahead. Cut off by a Bulldog. Here goes the far wall. Kiesel skates over, chips it back the other way to Yenny. Yenny backhands it where Claherty picks it up, gets it out. Now here she comes 1-on-2. Claherty. Claherty with a slap shot, missed high left, right, far side. And now we're going to bring it out to the point to Dahl. Dahl chips it in deeper for Yenny. It's in behind the net. Bulldogs pick it up there. Bulldogs turning with it. Battle. Klein cut that off. Throws it on net. Yenny got a tip on it. Didn't get the right angle there, but she worked hard for it. Now they battle it off the wall. It comes back to neutral to Kiesel. Kiesel up ahead to Yenny. Yenny throws it into the near corner with 7:40 to go. Throw it around the back, Klein. Klein backhands it around for Yenny. Yenny has Claherty open, top slot, didn't see her. Up to the top to Kiesel. Kiesel dealing with a mound of snow over there, bouncing puck up high. Claherty's going to go dig it out in the corner. See if we can get Brett and Josh to sing a little Let It Go, Do You Want to Build a Snowman here? As they come around the front, Claherty shoots, puck's loose on the doorstep. Klein trying to do something with it. Comes out to Claherty, Claherty rips, blocked. Goes into the near wall. Comes over to that near wall, Dahl battling. Dahl falls down, still battling, and If that's not icing, I'm not sure what is. But yet they wave it off again.
Stretch!
We're going to have to show these guys what icing is, because that was the clearest example I've seen, and another one not
Here
called.
go 3.
Panetta dumps it, turns, Bulldogs back the other way.
Turn, King, let's go.
Bulldogs, Kinger steps
Good
in,
Kinger.
knocks it back the other way.
Good job, King.
King cuts that off. Here she comes top of the zone. King drops it for Sherwood. Sherwood rips it, blocked. Marshall throws it down the far wall. Marshall gets knocked over. Sherwood to King. King throws it in. Panetta in deep. Not sure what Zamboni's doing over there, but he's driving around in the lobby. Howe. Into the snow. Howe. Howe steps up. Stops the player, not the puck. Panetta. At this point, the girls are just throwing it because they know there's no chance of an ice.
Hold it.
Sherwood cuts that off. Sherwood with a nice play. Sherwood drops it in front. It's loose and comes back out. And Litz wisely stopped as the Bulldogs send it down the other way. Kanachi's going to say, go to the corner, puck. And Litz is going to battle in the corner there. Litz loses it in the corner to a Bulldog. And here they come in front where Sherwood cuts that off. Sherwood tries to get it up, bouncing puck to Mrazek. Mrazek's going to follow it.
Hold it.
She's going to lose it top of the defensive zone. Litz chips on that. Peets comes hard. Peets cuts it off. Peets leaves it for Mrazek. Mrazek back to Peets behind the net. Peets digs it out. Comes out of there with it. Centers it. Too far for Litz. Litz is going to pick it up there, send it back past the Bulldogs into the zone, and that was close to too many, but we're not calling that either, apparently, as Peets throws it in. These refs are missing the page of too many men on the ice and icing, as Zivkovic picks it up. We got Makasenka sending it across. Stevens keeps it. Stevens sends it in deeper. Gets around to there as they send it up the wall. Litz can't hold the point, and here they come. Zivkovic back by herself, 2-on-1. Zivkovic cuts that off. They pick it back up. Centering pass, couldn't handle it into the near corner where Litz falls down. Now Peets picks it up. Peets tried to put it across to Stevens. Instead, it's going to go to Makasenka. Makasenka's going to dump it into the corner. Stevens skating into that corner as they come back the other way. Stevens picks it up. They send it back the other way. Bulldogs have it on the far wall. Kiesel sends it into the bench area where they were changing, which might make you consider it too many, but not really.
There you go!
As Walkoskis comes down the far wall, she's got Kiesel dull streaking. Didn't see her. Puck comes back to the point as Kiesel sends it in. That's going to be on offsides with 4:06.
White! Woo!
Stevens, Walkoskis, and Klein, Dull, and Kiesel.
Let's go, Bulldogs!
As Walkoskis is going to step in and take this draw. Stevens chips it in. Stevens gets around everybody, but they take the puck away from her. Klein gets a shot, rips it a little high into the corner, where they cut it across Walkoskis. Walkoskis throws it in front. Stevens had her stick tied up, couldn't get it on. Stevens throws it off the side of the net, in behind the net now, where Dull's going to pinch it deep. With a 3-goal lead, you can get away with that. Stevens comes across with it. You know she's ripping it. Bouncing puck. Loose in front, and Dull couldn't get a stick on it. Dull battles behind the net. Over to the far wall, where the Bulldogs are going to bring it up. They're going to stop it there. Stevens gets a body on that.
Good job, Eddie!
Klein stops, turns, throws it back ahead. And the Bulldogs push it down low behind the net, where Kiesel's going to send it around for Dull. Dull battling on the wall. Walkoskis steps in, Dull behind now.
I think they're doing Zamboni training.
Up to Klein. Klein over to Sherwood. Sherwood up the near wall. Sherwood dumps it off of a Bulldog. Howe throws it ahead. Yenny and Sherwood battling here, right in front of us. And it's King coming out with it. King gets bodied along the wall here, and they're going to continue to battle. Yenny throws it in, and here come the Bulldogs back the other way with 2:42. Howe sends it in deep.
Let's go! On it!
And they're going to go in behind the net where the Bulldogs are going to come out of there with it. Yenny cuts that off at least momentarily. Bulldogs back the other way. They send it up the wall. Send it in on Kanachi. She uses the equipment and puts it below the end line. where Marshall's going to pick it up. Marshall battling, sends it in behind the net to Howe. Howe around to Yenny.
Got room.
Yenny up ahead, but Sherwood was going for a change, and they send it up into the selects bench. And we'll get a draw.
Good work.
2:05. Far done.
Woo! Let's go, 3.
Stevens, Panetta, and Peets out here with Howe and Marshall. Josh's Apple Watch just warned him it's a loud environment. Little does his watch know he's creating it as Peets tries to knock it in. And now we've got it pushed across here as
Exactly.
Howe pushes it ahead, sends it in below the end line.
At a high rate right now.
Marshall battles for it over in the corner.
Good, Marsh.
Up the wall to Panetta. Panetta comes off her skate in behind the net again.
Let's go.
Howe's going to come over and pick it up. Howe trying to push it up to Stevens. Pushes it by everybody, which in a normal hockey game would be icing, but not this one. As Stevens battles in the corner. Peets comes in, cuts it off. Stevens comes out of there with it, throws it on the net. Panetta trying to get a tip on it, didn't quite get it. Litz in behind to Peets. Peets in front. Panetta didn't get a stick on that one. Over to the wall, where Stevens is going to step in front of the player, and they're going to dump the puck out the other way. Zivkovic turns with a minute to go in the period.
1 minute.
Zivkovic shoots. Goaltender gloves, knocks that down. And we've got 54.36 to go.
Let's go, Kinger.
And the Zamboni's running again. It's the most active Zamboni in the world during a game. So for those of you who didn't catch that, Josh's watch warned him he's in a loud environment. He and Brett created that loud environment, so the watch is telling on its owner. And that puck comes up the near wall all the way back down. Puck is drifting slow. Jordy comes hard at it and picks it up. She battles in the corner for it, and the Bulldogs center. They golf it in, and Kanachi covers that one up as they clear the traffic out of the net with 32.7. Kiesel and Dahl come out to replace Zivkovic and Litz. We're going to stick with Makasenko, Mrazek, and Walkoskis. 32 to go. King dies on the dot. Makasenko pushes it. It's over in the corner. Kiesel battling. Kiesel still battling. Send it up the wall. Kiesel up the wall now to Makasenko. Makasenko with Mrazek breaking. Can't get it out. As Kiesel will get it out.
That's it, G.
With 13 to go, it's going to go all the way behind the net. 9 to go. We battle along the wall, and Dahl holds it, at least momentarily. And that'll do it. That's the game. Selects win 3-0. We don't know when yet, but there will be another game most likely later this afternoon. Keep an eye on Team Snap, and we will bring you that game when we know when and where. Have a good rest of your Saturday, and we'll be back later.